We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the visitor's sideline, Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys ready to get this one going.
Check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't stay much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't stay much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. I used to sing.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his third team in as many years, you're worried about this kid's potential. But in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has the opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Here we go. All right.
They'll run on first down. Best. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
First down. First and 10 at the 49.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first. Out.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A 9-yard loss.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
7-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again, show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
That's good. For a Lions first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Stafford. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with his deficit here. We'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd down in the yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Best. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Here we go, Scott. Green 19, guys,
They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's a handoff to start the drive to Starks. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. After 1, 7-0, on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Grant. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Best. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's a big play. That's good. Lions. Here we go.
Now Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Smith up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down at a nice little gain. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. In motion, the tight end Pettigrew. To throw is Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Back to throw, Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. From midfield, here's Rodgers. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
To throw is Rodgers. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he's taken down inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. Called in left side here by Jennings. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jalen Coker, 28 yards. And the Packers are looking good here in the season openers. Are able to extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Move the play, move your set.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And they work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To the air again, Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Detroit.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 4 yards out. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
His kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
The 45-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And that's incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. He's got a full head of steam. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. Our tour around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Rams at home to take on the Texans. And it's the Texans QB. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Saints quarterback. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Saints give Kellen Moore his first win as head coach. They get the job done here. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is the Colts running back. The team got into the red zone. He gets into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run. The Colts wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jalen Coker, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Stafford throwing quickly. Complete out wide. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing again is Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12.
Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6.
Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Trevor Siemian with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Starts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run again with Starks. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this and run. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
A beautiful fake. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Working to put a drive together.
Here we go. 19 windy.
Stafford here coming off his pick 6. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Brings up second and 12 at the 19. Stafford.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And the Lions first down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
Here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So nothing doing there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now it's second and 10.
Here we go.
Stafford looks to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 319, that's that. Tonight.
Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline. because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Again, it's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Now Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now it's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Again on the ground, again with Starks. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Starks. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A run here for Starks. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Nice move. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Here we go. 3:19, get that.
Play action. Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for him with Smith. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Green 19, right.
In motion, the tight end Pettigrew. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 10.
Here we go, son.
Touchdown, Lions.
All right.
To throw is Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here we go. Good.
Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Stafford. And now here's another interception. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This is starts. And they work this out past the 25. 96 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Green Bay, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.